Welcome to the latest episode of Kicks, Cleats, and Athletes. It's your boy, EJ. We got our board ops, JD.
Yo.
And all things kicks, all things gravy and wavy, Jimmy T.
What's up, fellas? Jason, that sounds weird, right? When he doesn't say young EJ.
It does sound weird. That's what I'm saying.
Like it throws me for a loop.
Like middle-aged EJ.
I'm not.
Young EJ, a.k.a. the plumber.
Yo, why must you?
It's got to be something different. And you know what? We were supposed to get a people his intro music this week.
Lord,
I got to cue it up. So don't worry. We did drop the ball on it. So we're going to have
every
it ready
time
for y'all next week, though.
There'll be no music.
There will be music. You know, we gotta get the people what they want.
People don't want this. People don't want this. Oh man.
I don't know. I think they're in the YouTube comments. Telling us, give us what they want.
Oh my.
Dang, you know what? It ain't even recording like that, I don't think. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know what's going on.
It says it's uploaded. The board ops is off too.
Board ops
off. The board ops is off.
The board ops ain't board opping.
It's a struggle tonight, man. It's a struggle tonight, but it is what it is. I mean, everyone have a good week though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
good sports week, man.
I'll tell you what, I'm ready for playoff basketball.
Me too. Can't wait. Me too. I'm tired of these jabronis, bro. That's what they are, man. They think they're good and they're not. Pretenders. I will tell you this. What really just like got me going, and it was yesterday too, man. I love the way just Ant-Man just takes souls. That man is a soul snatcher. He takes souls as he dunks. Like he sent John Collins to the locker room hurt because he dunked on him. He dunked on him so hard, my man had to go to the locker room and he didn't come back. I wouldn't have came back after that dunk either.
Give him a little bit of his own medicine. John Collins has been high topping people for a few years in the league now.
Oh well, he caught the real one.
He
caught the real one. Yo,
but I tell you what, he got dunked on a couple nights ago too by his old teammate Jalen Johnson.
Oh,
and he just dabbed him up because he didn't want to. I think Jalen forgot that it was his boy because they were tight when they were on the Hawks together, and he kind of stared at him and then realized that it was his guy, and then John dabbed him up. So he's had a couple of rough days.
So speaking of Jalen Johnson, the only person that was just happy that happened to John Collins was Austin Reeves because freaking Jalen Johnson put him in a body bag. Yeah. But the only reason he didn't get the pub is because Ant-Man sent John Collins to the grave. He sent that man to the grave.
It was dirty.
Yeah, that was being talked about all over sports radio today.
Yeah, it was. My goodness.
Maybe we can play. There was a fun game they were playing on Harry Douglas' show today on my drive home. They were like they all came up with their own embarrassing moment in sports because that was so embarrassing for John Collins. We might have to play that game.
Yo, you can't go to the locker room and get hurt on the dunk. Yeah, you gotta keep playing. Like you can't just run to the locker room after that dunk. It's like that man just assaulted you and then you just you had to go home. You took your ball and you ran home, John Collins. I know that's.
There was nothing for him to do. You know, it was nothing for him to do. It was.
What do y'all think is worse? I heard this on the radio too, but I thought it was funny. So, what's worse, being dunked on, or being stiff armed, like Derrick Henry does to these boys? What do you think is worse?
I think it's equally as bad because, man, I mean. Your boy from Atlanta, man, he put his man's parts all in Reeves' face.
That's why I think it's worse. Because that's going on a poster, and you know, man,
you can't never live that
on your face. Yeah, you can't live that one down.
Nah,
grandkids are like, why is that man's nuts in your face?
Yeah, that was whew. Yeah, that was definitely one to remember, to say the least. But hey, it is what it is. Ant-Man been taking souls all season.
Ant-Man the Grim Reaper. He the Grim Reaper. Like,
So
he's played really well while Ant's been out, or not Ant, but Cat's been out.
yeah,
I think he's averaging over 30. So it was like 6 or 7 games. He's been averaging over 30. He's been carrying the squad. And I think in that game last night he wasn't oh my god,
Gobert.
Yeah, Gobert was out last.
Yep, he was out too. Yeah. Yeah, and man, yeah, he put it on. I like his growth. You know, he seems to have whatever that it is. You know, that thing in you that like you're like, all right, like I could put the team on my back and I'll make the plays that's necessary for us to win. He seems to have that in him. I didn't know he had that in him, but he seems to have that in him.
Well, he's young. You know, it's growth.
But I'm just saying, there's certain things you can't teach, and I think it's just
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
he has that.
Yeah, I mean, the first couple of years, you felt like it was all talent, but I think maturity comes with it too. So you'd like to see how they mature over the years and see how it translates to winning. So it's cool to see.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Even though he went to Georgia.
Yeah, right. But he's from Georgia though, so I ain't mad at him. He stayed true.
He should have landed in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, he should have landed in
Atlanta. Yeah, man.
All good. But all in all, we got a great show in store for y'all tonight. We're definitely gonna talk some NBA. We're gonna get into the NFL free agency week 2. We had some trades go down, all that good stuff. So we are gonna jump right into it. So let's get into the NBA first, and then we'll circle back to the NFL. So, Plumber Man, we're gonna talk some pretenders and contenders. Well, you knew who I was talking to, so I mean, you good. So,
man, shout out to the Plumbers, man. It's a great trade.
It is a great trade. That's why we trying to give you credit. Like, you know what I mean?
Lord
like,
have mercy.
We understand. That's why it's your thing. It is what it is. It's all good. We appreciate you and everything you do, Mr. Plumber Man.
No one.
But pretenders and contenders. Right now we're coming down to the tail end of the season. Let's start with the East. We know who the contenders are. They up there. So who are you viewing as pretenders? Let's start there. The pretenders of the East right now.
So the biggest pretender, and they have a track record of pretending. But this year, they have high hopes. The people think that they are a contender, quote unquote. It's the Little Nicky New York Knicks.
Ooh, okay.
Pretenders. Can't wait to see them in the playoffs. They're having a great regular season. Don't get me wrong. It is anytime that the Knicks are relevant in NBA basketball, it's good for the league. Biggest market, great for the league. Get it. But for them to feel like we're back, we're here, because they have, I will say this, I underestimated Jalen Brunson. Didn't know he was this nice. He's nice. I got to give it to him. Real nice player. Do I think that he's enough to get you through what playoff basketball represents? I don't, because it's different. They throw different things at you. They key into you in a different way, provide different defensive schemes to get the ball out of your hand. And if they're a great coach, they understand it. So we're going to make you beat us in a different way. And it seems like if that dude doesn't go, they don't go. So I don't know if he's seen that type of intensity. He's been getting a lot of lore and praise from people, and it's well warranted, because again, never expected this from him. But if I had to think of a pretender, that's who I would say, because again, people forget that you have to acclimate a piece back into the fold if you're bringing it back in Julius Randle, who is an ego, who takes a lot of shots, who doesn't have the best basketball IQ. How does that fit back into the team scope of things? And again, when we get the scouting report and we don't have to worry about the next team on the next night, truly believe things will be different. So that's probably my biggest pretender in the East.
Okay, that's beyond interesting, especially for a team that's sitting 4th in the East right now. So, okay, Interesting. All right. So Jimmy T, who you got as your biggest pretender?
When he started his Knicks rampage there, I felt like his roommates were gonna bust into.
I locked the door. Man, they have been. The New York Knicks are the most unscrupulous fans you've ever met. They make no sense. They have no logic, no reason, but that's just my opinion.
Okay.
All right. So you picked one team.
I did.
I'm gonna pick every team below 3.
What?
I don't think anybody outside of Boston, Milwaukee, or Cleveland can make any noise in the playoffs in the East.
Cleveland. Interesting. Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
Do tell.
Yes, please, do tell. Yes, do tell.
There's not a player on any of those teams right now. I think Jimmy Butler is a year older. I don't think there's a player that can carry the team beyond those 3 teams. Maybe Cleveland, but I do think a year removed after they went through their playoff snafu last year makes them a stronger team. But I don't like anybody below the line of 3. I just don't think there's a player that can carry them that long. You look at, all right, if you talk about the Sixers, Joel Embiid loses in the second round every year. Magic, I think they're too young. Knicks, I like Jalen Brunson. I don't know if he's going to carry a team to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I'm 1 year on, 1 year off for your Heat.
All right, so
that's it. That's all I got for you.
All right. Well, I feel when Joel comes back, I think he's going to make the 76ers a contender in the East. But I mean, I'm with you. You know, he hasn't really done much. You know, they can't really get out that second round. So I understand that part. I don't think Cleveland has what it takes to do it. I feel they're a good regular season team. They're not yet a postseason team. And I don't know what it is that they're going to need or do, but I just don't think they're it. I'm with EJ to an extent. The Knicks are going to nick. They're going to do exactly what they normally do.
Nick it up.
And so I don't really see them doing too much. I mean, the East is top heavy 1-2 really. And so I kind of side a little bit with Jimmy in that sense where, you know, everybody below, I'm going to say 1 and 2 at this moment, you don't know what you're going to get. As much as I love the Heat, they're a little streaky. I'm hoping they could get it together, figure it out. But I mean, it's just, you know, you got to hit a bam 3-point buzzer beater to beat the Pistons. You know, you struggling. Like, I just feel like those games don't give me the hope in a sense that they're going to make that run like they've been doing. And I agree. Orlando's too young. Just don't think they're there. They'll get knocked out in the first round real quick. And that's it. I think the 76ers could challenge if Embiid comes back healthy enough and with enough time left in the season to get his legs going again and get acclimated with Buddy Hield and, you know, Maxey again.
When's he supposed to be back?
I don't even know.
There's 15 games left. He's had
but that's what I'm saying. You're hoping
endurance issues.
You're hoping that you could get him back at least for the last maybe 5 games or so of the season to get him back playing. And I mean, it's going to be tough trying to throw a player right into playoff basketball because, I mean, you know, the intensity is completely different. So he needs a little something to get going. But, you know, I think the way it's looking, you know, it's probably Boston's to lose, in all honesty. I mean,
I 100% agree with that.
It's the way they're looking and the way they're playing. I mean, just it's theirs to lose. You shaking your head over there, Plumber?
I know he's man?
Like, it's like what you got, man?
Just snap back to reality, EJ.
You know,
rock with your boys, but I mean, come on.
So you say I rock with my boys. That is your Turner phrase. I rock with the history of my team. My team, legitimately, over the last 5 years, has had the best 5-year output within the East. I'm not speculating. I'm talking facts. continuous consistency as an organization and a franchise. We have been the best in the East. But yet, you guys, you poo-poo us every year. Oh no, the Heat won't do it this year. And what do? We go farther than you anticipated every year. You want to know why? Because we have Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Pat Riley, and Eric Spoelstra. That's why. Because we have continuity, foundation, playoff experience. You want to know the one thing you can't teach? You can't teach experience. You can have all the talent in the world. You can have all the game plans in the world. But until you've been in it, until you have been in the battle, in the trenches, in the fortitude of playoff basketball play, you don't understand the type of adjustments that it makes to get to that mountaintop. And we do it consistently. We've been in the East. Giannis, Embiid, Jason Tatum. You know what they all got in common? They all done lost to us multiple times. Because we them dudes. We stay them dudes in the playoffs. We stay being them dudes in the playoffs. But yet, y'all guys always, we don't have the marquee names. We didn't have the greatest regular season. Bro, y'all play for the regular season. We play for the playoffs and the championships. Y'all think macro. No, we think macro. Y'all think micro. Y'all look here looking for what you do in the 82 regular game season. You know what we think about? We think about playoff glory. We don't have a LeBron James, a D Wade, a Chris Bosh, but you know what we continuously be at? We're in the finals. You want to know? You come see us, you got to go to the 305 to see us in the finals. You got to at least come see us in the Eastern Conference Finals. Dang near every year for the last 5 years. Stop it. Don't play with us. Put some respect on our name. You see it over the shoulder. You see it over the shoulder. You know what it is. Every year. I don't care what we doing in the regular season. When it comes to playoff basketball, Pat Riley slicks back the hair. He goes into the trenches with the boys. He gets Jimmy to get on his game. He brings UD out there to punch a couple people in the stomach, and we get busy. That's what we do.
Yo, it sounds like the ambulance coming for you because you about to have a heart attack the way you screaming going on. But you know what? I appreciate your soliloquy. It was somewhat very well articulated. But again, you know, this is a different year, a different team. And, you know.
What I told you about the core. What I tell you about the core. Our core ain't changed. Our core hasn't changed.
But do you think the talent on the Heat versus the talent on the Celtics this year is the same?
No, they're a more talented basketball team.
The Celtics are infinitely better than they were last year.
They are a more talented basketball team than we were.
Are less talented this year.
I don't agree with that statement.
I agree with it.
How do you not agree with it? Do you think the Heat are as talented as we were last year?
Hold on. Because hold on.
Tell me the upgrades.
Hold on, because we lost. Hold on. Because we lost Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. That makes us less talented.
Who's the?
Is that what you're telling me?
Who's the upgrades over those?
Man, we got a young buck in Jaime Jaquez. I like him. I like what he brings to our table. We got scary Terry Rozier at our point guard. We ain't got old man Kyle Lowry no more. We ain't got old left foot Lowry. No, we got a dog in Terry Rozier. Hold on, wait a second. Let me finish.
No. I will not allow you to go further because you loved Kyle Lowry while me and Jason.
No, sir.
Did he not, Jason, last year? Is a champion. He's a champion. He's got championship pedigree. Watch him take this charge.
Damn, and that helped. And did that not help us get to finals? Did that not help us get to Eastern Conference championships?
So why you shitting on him now then?
Win it though. I don't care about getting there. Like, it's all nice that you get but if you're winning it, what's the point?
So Jason,
you is the first loser.
So Jason, think about the people that win it. They have a joker. He's
on 1-1. He's on.
Okay, so who won it the year before that?
Who did win the year before that? So last year was Denver. The year before that was. That wasn't the Bucks, was it?
No,
the Bucks were the year before that.
Whomever it was, they had a superstar caliber player. We're doing it.
Who won it last year?
I'm not sure who won it before Denver.
Won what?
the championship
before Denver.
But whomever it was, they had a superstar. They had a super.
Who it was?
Shit,
Look it up. Look it up, Bordops. Who was it? I'm sure they had a superstar.
You're sure they had a superstar?
I'm positive they had one.
Oh my goodness gracious! You sure? Now, if they didn't,
I'm positive.
Was it not Milwaukee?
It was It was Golden State.
Well, they had Steph Curry. We don't have a Steph Curry.
Milwaukee, Golden State, Denver. Yeah.
So all those people have first team All NBA talent. Yeah, like they have top 10 NBA players. We don't have that, but yet
you're not going to win.
But we stay there though, huh?
You're not going to win.
What's the point of being there if you're not going to win?
You literally just made my point.
Hey, it ain't our fault. Tell your superstars to be better. How about that? It ain't my fault that they can't get over us.
All right. Let me ask you. Let me go board ops on y'all real quick. Let me ask the questions to the two of you because you're both Heat fans. All right. So there's 3 different scenarios I'm looking at that are that could happen, in my opinion. Maybe get to 5, but you could either land in 6, 7, or 8. Right. So if you're in 6, you're likely to play the Orlando Magic. You win that series.
Easy. Cake.
Yes.
Great.
Cake.
Yes.
Okay. I agree. All right. 7, you play the Milwaukee Bucks. Do you win that series?
Cake.
Cake.
You heard what I told you. Cake.
Out of your mind.
Okay. Your boy Dame Lillard is a liability on defense all day, and I can't wait to exploit it. And my dog Bam ain't scared of Giannis, and he ain't scared of Giannis.
All right, Jason, your answer to this question.
All right.
Milwaukee.
So Milwaukee is going to be interesting because, I mean, it's a matter of one of the things. All right. So let's go with one of the things that's been interesting with this NBA season. I feel more so than the last maybe 3, 4, or 5. There are a lot more injuries this year to a lot more bigger name players. Like if you really pay attention, you're almost every night you have some star that's hurt or whatnot. So health is going to come down to a lot of things, right? So if both teams are fully healthy, I don't think Miami has enough offense this year to help get over some of the lapses they have. And I think that's where we're going to struggle. And so a team like Milwaukee that can score points, or even like the Celtics that could score points, I don't feel we have enough offensively to keep up. Because defensively, we're not there like we used to be. So if you look at the defensive numbers between last year, the year before, and this year, they're not there. Like we're struggling defensively and we're struggling offensively. So I don't understand. I don't think we're going to have enough to really make a run like we did, unless all of a sudden we get it together. Because you figure you lost what you lost. Granted, Strus isn't like this huge household name. Gabe Vincent, again, no
huge played this year.
Name. Well, he's hurt. So the point is, though, is they understood how to play in the Heat system, and they gave us the offense that we needed. Right now, if you watched the Heat play, they are struggling offensively and they are struggling defensively. So I just don't know where the points are going to come from to make up the lack of the defensive efficiency that the Heat have this year. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Go ahead, EJ. Bummer. Go ahead and tell us.
So I don't.
You're going to turn on the defense. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, we run a zone defense in the playoffs, so I mean, our defense is always turned on. We don't ever have, but we're predominantly. But that's playoff basketball. So I mean, we can get to that when the playoffs starts. What you probably guys don't know, we're one of the best road basketball teams in the NBA this year. Don't know if you knew that. With our ragtag bunch of people that you guys say literally on the road, we're one of the better basketball teams in the league. So we have no problems coming to your house and winning games. So looking at how our schedule is going or how our playoff rankings might be, we're going to have to win a bunch of road games in order to win these series, which we're really comfortable in doing. And when you have a calming presence like a Jimmy Butler, when his troops know that when it's that time, he click out. Jimmy Butler clicks out. He turns into a different basketball player. He does it every year since he's been on our team. And it is, I rely on it because I expect it. Pat Riley expects it. Spo expects it. The organization, they expect it because that's why we made him our priority. When Philly picked Tobias Harris over him, we knew the gem that we got. We knew that this dude was different. And I just think that Jimmy Butler enjoys the challenges of playing a Boston Celtics team, of playing a Milwaukee Bucks team, because it gives him that type of chip that he loves to play with. He plays phenomenal in it. And Bam, he's as versatile a center. There's probably only one center that's more versatile than Bam, and that's the Joker. And now my dog Bam is hitting threes now. He done added a 3-point shot to his repertoire. Oh, boy. Oh, things have changed for our team. Bam's hitting threes consistently, and he's looking for the three. Oh, man. Can't tell me nothing. And we getting K-Love back. Come on. We're going to be all right, bro. We got shooters.
Who's coming back?
You know who coming back. You heard what I said. K-Love. You heard what I said.
I thought you were tired.
This is...
Okay, so Jason thinks Milwaukee will be too good offensively. You think it's going to be cake. I don't doubt that they would probably make it an ugly series. 6 games, most likely. But they're not beating the Bucks.
You said the same thing last year, Jimmy.
Yeah, but I mean, Giannis wasn't. Hopefully, Giannis is.
My dog got Achilles issues right now. He got Achilles tip to nepathy or some shit. Like, come on.
All right, so scenario 3.
Bobby Portis ain't like that.
Scenario 3, they're the 8 seed and they play the Celtics. What's the outcome of that series?
We'll take a 7, and then anything could happen. We'll take a 7, and anything could happen.
Jason,
the Celtics.
Yeah, that's scenario 3.
Man, y'all put y'all faith in Kristaps if you want.
Celtics will probably lose in 5.
Celtics will lose in 5.
The Heat will lose in 5 probably against the Celtics. Again,
Okay.
they not enough offensive power.
4 or 5, in my opinion.
It's just not enough offensive power. Like I'd rather this year I look at as that off year for the Heat. Like, I'd rather not make the playoffs and try to build because they're not. Look, EJ, I don't care what you say. The Heat right now, as constructed, aren't built to win a championship. So what is the point in playing to make it to a finals to lose again?
Bro, because that's why you play basketball, to beat people. What you talking about? You want to be in the finals every year. I don't care if we don't win, Jason. You want to be in the finals. What are you talking about?
What's the point?
What are you talking? Bro,
EJ, what do you get for making it to a finals and not winning?
Bro, do you not hear everyone's goal? It's not when they have their goals at the end of the season, they're like, get to the Super Bowl. You have to get to the game in order to win it. If you never even get there, you have no opportunity to even win it. We're in it, bro. What you talking about? Tell everybody else to get better. Don't tell us to get worse. Tell them to get better.
If we're not constructed as is to win it, what's the point? All right, so let me ask you this. Do you feel right now the Heat constructed is enough to win an NBA championship right now?
We are probably the most the least talented team that has the ability to make it to the finals, and it's based off of us understanding playoff basketball, bro. So no. What you're saying? What you're saying is I should expect us to be worse, like to not try to make it to the finals. What are you saying?
Listen, answer the question. As the Heat are constructed right now, are they good enough to win an NBA championship?
They're good enough to make it to the NBA Finals. They're good enough to make it to the NBA Finals. That's all I want to be.
That's the thing. You can't answer the question. What's the point? Why do we, oh yes, we made it to the finals. Yes, my Heat made it to the finals again. And then you know what the rebuttal is on the other side? Well, they lost again as well. Oh, Jimmy Butler just couldn't do it. Bam wasn't good enough. So what's the point of hearing those rebuttals if you're not going to win? If the Heat were constructed to win an NBA championship right now, I would be all in with you, but they're not.
Jason, why? So you're as a competitor, you want to be in the biggest games. What are you saying right now? So hold on. So if they have the tools to get there, why shouldn't they get there? Why should we just be like, oh man, we're not good enough, so don't even go? That don't make sense to me.
So you feel
just a second
that the Heat are good enough, as constructed right now, good enough to win an NBA championship?
I think that once you get to the finals, anyone has a chance.
What you think?
Once you have no. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what it is, bro. Bro, what you're saying right now, as an athlete, is a trash ass way of thinking, bro. It's trash, bro. You're not either if you think like that, bro. You're not either. Like
let me interject because I'm glad you said it. This is what I was going to say earlier. This is what I was going to say earlier. This is what I was
Yo, you're not no Heat fan, bro. Yo, hang up your Heat jersey, bro.
Hey, let me interject here. This is what I was going to say earlier. I'm glad you said that. So, EJ, you're thinking as a player.
Of course. What?
Shh, let me talk. Okay. Jason's thinking as a GM, right? So he's thinking logically, like, listen, we don't have enough talent. We need to build on this team. You're thinking like, because as a competitor, like you're saying, if you're on the court, you should think that you're going to beat the next man.
Which we do.
The fact of the matter is that you don't.
What?
You won a championship.
Yo, we moving on.
Name the team that's been to more finals appearances than us. Bro, in the last 5 years, name the team. All these people that you're naming with all this talent that you quote unquote say have the talent to win it. Why they not winning championships then? How come the Boston Celtics ain't won it? How come
neither? Yo, you are talking like the Heat are winning. We are at the wedding getting stood up at the altar. We ain't getting married.
So you rather not even make it. You rather not even make it. That's what you're saying. I'm asking. No, yes or no, like you gave me. Yes or no. You rather not even make it to the finals.
You never answered.
Yes, sir. Yes or no, Jason. We rather not make it to the finals. Yes or no. If you're not gonna win, you rather not make it. Huh?
You're prolonging the inevitable.
That's all you're doing.
Okay.
Prolonging the inevitable.
All right. Yeah, you're right. So why play the game then? Why play the game?
You're not playing the game, EJ.
Oh, okay.
You're not playing the game.
Carry on.
So we're gonna do the West now?
We might as well. And we could start with your trash Dallas Mavericks and Kyrie's sorry ass too. So we could start there. Go on.
Is that your first pretender, EJ? The Dallas Magic? The Dallas Mavericks. Is that your first pretender?
Actually,
give us another soliloquy.
So I'll give you my pretenders for the West. I would say pretenders for the West would be
Nuggets.
Well, they actually are the champions, so they're not pretenders. They were just in the finals.
Might be the most logical thing you said.
So as far as pretenders go, I'll go with OKC being a pretender. I'll go with Minnesota being a pretender. I'm pretty sure that Denver is probably going to repeat again because they have the absolute best player in basketball, hands down. And as far as anybody else that's going to give them trouble, I don't think anybody in the West gives Denver trouble. I think that they have a pretty easy slate as a way going back to the finals. I don't.
Pretender for you, just clarify for me. You're saying that they won't make it to the conference finals.
Who?
None of those teams. The ones
Yeah,
that you
nah.
contenders.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah,
gonna make
yeah,
it to the
yeah,
conference finals.
yeah. I don't think
Because I think if
OKC.
you make it, I think if you make it to the conference finals, you make a series of a year.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that is.
Okay.
Yeah, you are a
Just to
contender.
clarify, yeah.
Yeah, if you can make it to the conference finals, I consider you a contender.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't see OKC or Minnesota having it yet.
So the way I'm looking at it, you think Denver, LA are your conference finals?
It could be. It could be.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on how it all shakes out.
Yeah,
I'll give them.
they might match up in the second round, but
yeah,
that would be your two to pick if it lines up that way.
I just think that they have experience. They have experience.
Which LA team?
Clippers.
The Lakers.
Clippers.
Whoa!
No.
Whoa!
Yeah. No, I think the Clippers. I think the Clippers are like on a downward trend. I think ever since that day that LeBron James hung that 20+ points on the Clippers in that fourth quarter, they have just been in a free fall. I think it shook their psyche as a ball club.
You think the Los Angeles Lakers are a contender?
I think that they have a chance to make it to the Western Conference Finals. Yeah,
I can't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm glad you caught that, Jason, because I literally said LA and I was talking Clippers.
Yeah,
So,
nah. Again, I also think the Clippers are cursed too as a franchise. I don't really see them like something's always gonna happen when it comes to them. It's just it's a part of their basketball fabric. I feel so. And then from what I saw, if you look at their record recently and the injuries that they're like coming with, I don't think that they are playoff built. Something's gonna happen. Somebody's getting injured. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. Something's gonna happen because it always happens.
I ain't got nothing to say to him. He just.
Right,
Hey, I mean,
you want to go now?
Yo, Mavericks not pretenders. You don't want to talk about Mavericks?
So I'll give you this. I'll give you something about Luka that I like about him. I mean, the man's been to 2 Western Conference Finals in his short career, so he does have the ability to lift the team. Yeah, it is true.
I think he's only been once.
Well, go look it up. If you don't believe me, go look it up. We're talking about the bubble too, but anyways. So I think that he has the ability to. He gets hot enough, carry a team there. And with caliber talent of Kyrie Irving, I think they could make some serious noise. Do I think that they could win it? No. But I do like Daniel Gafford. I do like PJ Washington that they added at the trade deadline. I think that makes them better.
You put too much stock in Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, that's false. He's only been once.
He's only been once?
He's only been once.
Okay. So I guess so is the Clippers, right?
They've lost to the Clippers twice.
What do you mean?
The Dallas Mavericks.
They also beat them in the playoff series too to get to the Western Conference Finals. I'm pretty sure.
No, they beat the Suns
to get to the Western Conference Finals.
Mm-hmm.
So who do they play in the Western Conference Finals?
The Warriors.
Oh, has the Clippers been to the Western Conference Finals
since Kawhi's been there? No.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They've never.
Well,
you guys, hold on.
Subject.
No, you guys said the Clippers.
Western Conference Finals twice, and I told you were wrong. You told me to look it up, even though I knew that I was right. I looked it up, and now I have facts for you.
But he's been
talking about the Clippers.
But he's been more because you said the Clippers. You said that I was shock and awe saying the Lakers over the Clippers, but the Clippers hasn't even been to the Western Conference Finals.
That wasn't the story. That wasn't what we were talking about.
I was just bringing it out so that the atmosphere could hear it. That's all.
No, you just wanted to sound right.
It was just. I just wanted it to be. I just wanted all the facts to be out there. That's all. Just wanted all the facts to be out there. That's all.
Okay.
Clippers for you guys though. I take it. Western Conference Finals. Yeah.
The Clippers over the Lakers for sure.
Okay.
Clippers over the Lakers for sure.
I got you.
I don't even think the Lakers gonna make the play-in.
Okay. Well, I mean that's an idea. That's an idea for you, Jason.
They're 4 games up on you.
It's okay for Jason to feel the way he feels. It don't have to be right.
I don't think they're taking them down.
It don't have to be right. It just has to be.
That'll be Steph and LeBron one more time, like last year.
I'm just taking a page out of your book, EJ. Always wrong.
Well, you've been reading the wrong chapters and verses.
So we got caught up. I got caught up in the whole. You think Dallas is a contender? I don't know. Did he say that or
I didn't? I said the only really contender in the West is Denver. I didn't repeating again. That's what I said. I said they're going back to the finals. That's what.
And
I said.
then you threw the Lakers in as a contender.
So I said that I could see them getting to the Western Conference Finals.
So you like them over OKC, Minnesota?
I really think that both of those so both of the teams you're talking about them missing Big Cat, which is a big loss. Humongous loss for them. And then OKC, they're young. They're super young. So in order to understand the magnitude of playoff basketball is different. You got to have been in it. You got to be forged in it to understand it. So I think that, it's going to be dope for them to get there. You know who they might remind me of? And not to say that they have the same cast of characters, but Memphis was uber talented when they made it to the playoffs. But when you see some boys that's actually been in it and understands what playoff basketball represents is different. You can't teach that. Can't teach experience. So I lean a lot of my prowess on experience.
Oh, I agree. I'm in that same boat. I think they'll win a first round series though. I think they're talented enough to do that.
Against who?
I mean, you're looking at the Mavericks, the Suns, the Lakers, and the Warriors.
I would probably take all of them in a playoff series against OKC or Minnesota. I think they would lose in the first round, OKC or Minnesota against those teams. Just because them boys, go ahead.
Talent overtakes. I mean, there's some. So Phoenix still hasn't figured it out.
They haven't had a lot of
Golden State's on the back nine. I mean, I think these will be good series.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, but I just think they're overall just a better basketball team.
Well, you know what?
And I like Minnesota, and Cat's supposed to be back for the playoffs. So
is he? Did he have like a meniscus injury?
Yeah, but I think they said it was supposed to be 4 weeks or something like that.
Like 4 weeks, yeah.
I don't trust it. I don't trust the meniscus like that, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, we started off the show saying that Cat could carry a team, or not? Ant could carry a team. You don't think
he can carry a team
past any of those bottom dwellers in the play-in?
He can carry a team in the regular season. So, I mean, as great as Michael Jordan was, he couldn't carry a team by himself. I mean, it's levels to it. Like you can be.
Listen, I don't think they're contenders because we're talking about making to the conference finals, right? Mm-hmm. But I do think both of those teams are second round teams. I think they'll beat anybody at the bottom half of that, unless the one team that I think is going to be scrappy this year is Sacramento, because they've gotten some playoff games under their belt with Golden State last year. I think New Orleans maybe, but I mean a lot of them haven't played in the playoffs with the outside of CJ McCollum. I think it's Nuggets Clippers. I know the Clippers, but Kawhi, if a healthy Kawhi might be the best player other than Joker in the Western Conference playoffs.
I love Kawhi.
I tend to go with the player who can take over a series offensively and defensively, or if you're so good offensively, like the Joker is, you can take over a series and dominate it.
I love Kawhi, but the Clippers are still the Clippers, and they still gonna clip because that's what the Clippers do.
Well, hey, we'll find out here in the next few weeks or so. But let's move into the NFL. We'll try to wrap up
45 minutes of EJ yelling at us.
EJ yelling.
Well, because you guys are out of control.
You out of control. You out of control. But NFL Week 2 has been interesting. Within Week 2, we see Mike Williams on a new team. Keenan Allen traded to the Bears. Justin Fields to the Steelers. Kenny Pickett to Philly, that's right. Mm-hmm. Derrick Henry to the Ravens. OBJ saying his goodbye to Baltimore. Wondering what's going to happen next with him. lots going on. What's been your surprise in week 2 of the NFL free agency?
Man, it's Keenan Allen, man. Whoever going to Chicago, man, they got some dogs at wideout. Freaking Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, like they got some dogs at wideout. Like it ain't gonna be no, you ain't got the personnel because both of them boys can get it. Like they are elite at their positions, both of them. I was shocked that Harbaugh didn't give Keenan Allen a chance. I get Mike Williams, like letting him go.
Well,
but
with Keenan Allen, he didn't want to take a pay cut. He didn't want to restructure.
Why? For what?
So I wouldn't say, but it goes against what you just said because that has nothing to do with Harbaugh. Harbaugh isn't the one that's out there doing their contract, so it's not on him to be like, "Hey, you know what? Please take this pay cut so you can play for me."
Yo, guy, you telling Devontae Adams to take a pay cut? You telling Stephon Diggs to take a pay cut? You telling Tyreek Hill to take a pay cut? Hell no. Why I'm taking a pay cut?
No,
Keenan Allen's a dog.
I am with you there. I agree with that. But I'm disagreeing with you saying that it was Harbaugh who was making that decision.
What? If Harbaugh would have been like, Keenan Allen's my guy, he needs to stay on the team. The ownership's not getting rid of Keenan Allen. They're not. That dude wanted.
Ownership is a bunch of cheapos.
Listen to what I'm telling you. If Jim Harbaugh was like, Keenan Allen is my guy, that's who I need to make this work. There's no way they're getting rid of this guy. Legitimately, what Jim Harbaugh wanted to do was he wanted a clean slate. He wanted to be like, I want all my own new guys in here. I want to make what? You don't get, like, Keenan Allen wasn't the problem. He was not the problem. He was not the problem on that team.
Well, I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe they're tired of playing Miami Heat and prolonging the inevitable, and let's start over and start getting younger. And we got all these big contracts. I'm just kidding, EJ.
Thank you. I was about to go nuts, Jimmy.
But maybe that's what they want to do. Maybe they want to go and restart the slate. You got Justin Herbert's extension kicking in.
Yeah, but you think about it though. The Chargers lost all of their offense. Every piece of what made them the Chargers over the last 4 years.
Williams, Everett, Eckler.
You lost everything. So you're pretty much really starting from scratch.
To keep an aging defensive end and Khalil Mack and a whiny crybaby and Joey Bosa. And
you don't keep Keenan Allen?
But that's what we're saying.
But this is a very deep. I'm assuming this is what they're thinking, right? This is a very deep wide receiver class. I'd imagine they're going wide receiver round 1, maybe round 2 as well.
There's a Keenan Allen in the draft.
Listen, yeah, I agree with you 100%. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's what they're thinking, right? I agree with you.
Thought process wrong. The man's literally coming off his best year ever. Since he's been in the league, this is what Keenan Allen's coming off of.
Right, and that was exactly his reason why he didn't take a pay cut. He was like, I just had the best season of my career, and now you want me to take a pay cut? Like, nah. I'm good. And I agree. I agree. And that's why I feel like what's interesting is, I'm just going to ask this. I'm going to throw it out there. Do you guys feel it should be fair for ownership, GM, whomever, after giving you a nice contract to come back and say, hey, look, we need to get some of that back. Like, I need you to, do you feel like that's fair? Like, it's almost, and to my point, to how I feel about it, I'm like, well, look, if this is what you're offering, or this is what we agreed upon, and this is what I want. Like, I'm not gonna 2 years later to help you out and be like, oh yeah, you know what? I'll take a look.
Well, listen, I 100% agree. You shouldn't, right? But it does go both ways, right? You outperform that contract, you come back and say, oh well, they're gonna look at you and say, well, this is the agreement.
So
that, I mean, it goes both ways in that situation. I agree though that you coming to them asking for a pay cut, and this is what I mean by cheapo. by the owner. You could have just restructured his contract, turned that into a signing bonus,
like they did Bradley Chubb with the Dolphins,
and create cap space.
The owners did this to trick the fans. They created this salary cap mess. They created this. They have more money than God. They can afford these players.
17 fans. That's it. The crazy Asian lady that be on all the socials. She's fan number 1.
I'm sure the people of San Diego still love the Chargers. I'm sure they still love them.
Would you love the Dolphins if they ended up in a different city?
Yes. I'm a Dolphins fan. I gotta go with them, bro. I'm not no fair weather fan. I'm not gonna just leave my squad. Like they my team. Like I've grown up being a fan of them. I can't just be like, all right, they left. I gotta choose somebody else. Now that's not how I work.
With the Wyoming Dolphins.
If they are my franchise, I gotta rock with them. If the Jags leave, you're not rocking with the Jags no more, Jimmy.
Hell no, I ain't rocking with them. I'm picking a new squad.
Well,
now,
sir,
you're not gonna take the only pro team in my city out, and you're gonna get my support. I'm not buying not a ticket, not a jersey, nothing. I'm not supporting that squad no more.
You know what? I understand. I understand why you feel this way, Jimmy, because your team has never won anything. So you could have this kind of, feeling. I get it. I feel it. Yeah, I get it.
In my home city. Like, no, you're not going to take my squad from me.
They are our home team. Okay, because somebody else took them, they still are home team.
So do you think the people in St. Louis are rooting for the LA Rams right now?
Some of them. Probably half of them.
You think half?
Yeah.
Hell no. No way. No
Who they root for? Who they root for then, Jimmy?
They picking a different team.
The Chiefs.
Somewhere.
They're not.
The Chiefs.
Somewhere they're picking another team.
I mean, they're close enough.
I don't know if I'm going to pick a rival.
They're close enough, though. They'd be close enough from St. Louis to.
I mean, you do it with every other city. There's only 32 cities, right? So, what all the many other cities, you do what they do. They pick a squad that they want to rock with, and they go. Same thing.
I gotta do some research. I disagree with you guys. So
that's wild. There's no way that 50% of fans in St. Louis that were Rams fans are rooting for the LA Rams. There's no way.
I believe they are.
That's a big sports town too.
Who they rooting for then, Jimmy?
So then let me ask this then. So are we looking at the fans that literally live in the St. Louis area, or we're talking about all over the country, the world, Rams fans that are still a Rams fan, regardless that they moved from St. Louis to LA? So are we specifically looking at St. Louis, the people of St. Louis?
Yes.
Okay.
Local fans. Because if you, for instance, if you there's people, Cowboy fans all over the country, right? They're not from Dallas, right?
Correct.
Most likely. No, I'll give you a better example. The Raiders have moved 18,000 times. All of those fans continue to be Raiders fans.
They do. They're in a whole other state now. But I want them people that still live in Cali.
I would give you the 80%, 85% of those fans are still Raiders fans. Whether they're in LA, whether they're in Oakland, whether they're in Las Vegas now. But other than that, there's Buffalo, New England, Miami, like all of these Cleveland, like they weren't rooting for the Ravens. I guarantee you they weren't rooting for the Ravens when they left Cleveland. 100%. They were not rooting for them.
Sir, we are the only undefeated team in NFL franchise history. We'll never live that down. We're taking that as to our Dolphins' grave. You'll never take that away from us. That was as a Miami Dolphin. The heritage will stay with us. There's only one. We're one of one, sir. No, we like that. We're not going nowhere else. We're not gonna be no. We're not gonna be no dang piranhas.
I bet you think it was okay for the Titans to wear the Houston Oilers throwbacks.
I don't know nothing about that. Whatever that is, I don't know. All I know is about my Dolphins.
Throwbacks, and you're in Tennessee. Just because it was the franchise don't mean you can rep the city, bro.
Hey, you want to know? You want to know what it is? Because they realized that they had flyer jerseys when they was with the Oilers, and they still wanted that. That's the only reason they did that cross combo. Our Dolphins, literally, one of one. We ain't giving that up. To be one of one, you're not giving that up as a franchise base.
They wouldn't ever leave Miami. It's too big of a market. But I'm just that.
You just said the Raiders fans will always be Raiders fans no matter where they go. I feel the same. I feel the same about my Dolphins fans.
No.
Whoa.
When did the Dolphins come to Miami?
Wait. You wait. You say you feel the same way about Dolphins fans, or you as a Dolphin fan?
If you are a Dolphins fan, you're following the Dolphins.
Come on.
You're following. Wait a second.
You're out of this conversation, Jason.
You're following our heritage.
Miami. Are you rooting for them?
You're following our heritage.
Okay, so I would still.
We're not gonna follow the Miami Piranhas, bro. Come on now. Like, we're gonna be Dolphins. Like, come on. That's like if the Heat leave, bro. We're gonna still be Heat fans. You can't change our heritage. You can't change our football and basketball fabric.
Can you let him answer the question, please, sir?
Man, because I don't trust Jason these days, bro. He be saying some wild stuff as a fan. But go ahead, continue.
Miami Sharks.
So,
Jamie Foxx, baby.
As I was getting ready to say is, I would still be a Heat fan, a Dolphins fan. However, I don't agree that the majority of fans will continue to be fans. Miami is the most fickle fan base there is. And they are fair weather fans in Miami. Look at the Heat games. And we could even go back to when we had the big three. Them things would be empty up until a certain point in time. Then they would leave early. I look at all of these games. Pay attention to a Dolphins game. They don't sell out all the time. The tickets might be sold, but there's still a bunch of empty seats.
Man, nah, come on now, Jason. Come on now. Hold on now, Jason. EJ.
You have to know. See, that's the thing. See, this your problem. You know why? This your problem. This your problem. You ain't from Miami. That's your problem.
Bro,
you ain't from Miami. You want to claim, but there ain't no team in West Palm. So I get it. You ain't from Miami, so you don't see it.
So you're see it. Jason. Look at
the Marlins. Look at the Marlins. The same thing. Don't nobody go. Do you realize the inner Miami soccer team, people weren't showing up until they brought Messi in?
Whoa, Jason.
The Miami fan base, fair. It's a lot of fair weather fans.
Jason. So I'm not talking about the city of Miami, Jason. I'm talking about Miami Dolphin fans. That's what I said specifically. Now, if we're going to talk about the city of Miami, you're right. I'm not from Miami. I'm from 77 miles outside of Miami. That's 1 hour on the I-95. I've probably been to more Miami Dolphins games than you. Sat in box seats, been there, had season tickets. So if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But beyond that, bro, it's hold on, guy. It's freaking Miami, bro. There's always something better to do in Miami, bro. It's literally the real Sin City. So all those people are they on the beach. They at Wet Willie's. They at Live. They legitimately, there is a lot better things to do in the city than go to sporting games and events. That's just how the city is built. But if you are a fan, if you are a part of the culture, like, bro, you can't call me out for my fandom. I was going to the Heat games when they was in Opelika. I was out there watching Ronnie Cycli and Harold Miner and them boys. So we gonna talk. Hold on. I was there. Both games, back to back. When Ricky Williams ran for 200 yards, back to back, both games, I was there on the field in the box seats. I was out there watching Pat Surtain. I was out there watching Sam Madison. I was out there with Jay Fielder. I was out there with the boys. What you talking about? If you gonna talk about it, talk about it. You can't never question my fandom because I'm like that, bro. I'm like that. I've been down there for South Florida fandom all my life. Was born in it, bred in it, raised in it. So you can't never come for me. You can come for you. You can talk about where I'm from, but I can tell you what my fandom is, tell you what my money is, can tell you what's on my heart, how it's tattooed on my chest. Like, I'm like that when it comes to my squads. No, you know it's on my heart. You know what I mean? It ain't real. I'm just telling you. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. You can't never question me and my fandom.
All right. Well, first of all, the Heat never played in Opelika. First and foremost.
That's a lie, bro. Overtown. My apologies. It was Overtown Arena.
That's right. So get it right.
I was there.
7 miles north.
I was in the Overtown. I was at the Overtown Arena. Yes.
What you talking about? When you want to talk about the city, know what you're talking about, and you don't know.
I just said the Overtown Arena. Hold on. How far is Overtown from Opelika, bro? How far is Overtown from Opelika?
So let's
Thank you.
take it
Thank
down.
you. Thank you.
So
you ain't never even go to the overtime arena. Stop it. You weren't even ever in there, bro. You weren't ever in there, bro.
First of all, I was going to Heat games.
You don't even know. You don't even know about Baby Jordan. You don't even know about Thunder Dan Marley. You don't even know about Marty Cycli.
All right. Yep.
You don't know about them boys?
Because you've been around a lot longer than me. That's right.
I bet you don't even know that the Heat came in as a Western Conference team before they came to the Eastern Conference. Talk about it, bro. I know my talk, bro. I'm like that. Don't try me. Yeah. Say you knew. Say you knew it. Say you knew it.
What else?
Oh, did you know that? Did you know they were in the Western Conference? Did you know that? I'm waiting.
What else?
Did you know that?
What else you got to say?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Go ahead.
What else you got to
say? What y'all want to say. I don't say what my piece said, bro. Don't come. If you don't come for the guy, you better not miss. That's all I say.
Nobody came for you.
Oh, okay. You said no. You did. You said, "Oh, I'm from West Palm Beach. I'm not from Miami. Oh, I don't know about the fan base, sir." Talk about it. Talk about it.
I said what I had to say.
Yeah.
Miami fans are fair weather fans,
and it fell on deaf ears.
So if they move, that's what it's gonna be.
Well, yeah, you like them.
I'm like who?
Continue.
I'm like
whatever
who?
You guys talking.
I'm like who?
Them people you talking.
I'm like who?
Them people.
You're the same person that be going to Brooklyn Nets game, right? And going to New York.
I live in Brooklyn. Bro, what you talking about?
No,
what you talking about? Don't go to games.
Rep your Nets.
You want my Nets
games? You want to talk about the Knicks? You want to go there? Yeah, you go rep them.
Bro, I done been to more Miami Heat games in New York than you done been, and you live in Florida. Stop it. My nigga, I was in the play. Well, I'm not even going. So you got me out here active right now. I'm not trying to be active with you. Anyways,
you could go to the Barclays. You could go to the Barclays and watch the Heat play.
And Madison Square Garden. I can go to 2 arenas.
4 hours to go. You don't. You could hop on a train. So let's not.
And I do it.
If there was a team local, that'd be one thing.
Okay.
But there isn't.
All right. Okay. Yes. Sure.
You done?
How did we get here?
Cause your boy tried me with that West Palm Beach comment. He tried me.
EJ owns something tonight.
He tried it.
Like your girl broke up with you.
He tried it.
You got a whole lot built up in you tonight.
Man, if you think that a woman could make me go one way or another, then you don't know me. I'm a man of principle. And I am a man of understanding, and I rock with my teams, bro. You happen to rock with your teams when they're feasible or in close proximity to you. That's what you just told me. It's too far away for you to go. That's what you said. I got you.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to drive 4 hours to go watch a game.
Okay. Well,
if I'm down there, that's a different story. I'm not driving 4 hours to watch a game.
Hey, man, we all have our priorities.
So why don't you ever fly down here to watch a game? Why don't you ever fly to Miami to watch a game?
Because I can go watch them when they come to Brooklyn or Philly or New York.
You could take a 10-minute train ride and you could go watch them. Oh.
Why are you upsetting me?
I'm just going after what you just said. Your stupid comment you just made. Look, ignorance is just out of control tonight. Hey, you know what? Jimmy T, what's up with Kicks of the Week? I can't with him no more. Dang. I can't.
We didn't even get to talk about Justin Fields going to the Steelers. We'll talk about that next week.
Man,
all right, man. Kicks of the week.
To get rid of EJ.
Kicks of the week. You know what? We didn't even get to talk about the Pelicans a little bit, and Zion playing 50 plus games this year.
Who? Man, kicks of the week.
Well, that's why I was going to bring up Zion, because I wanted to show these must be the shoes that are keeping Zion on the floor.
Yo, what are those orthopedic joints, bro?
These are so ugly. So ugly.
What are ortho joints?
He's played 50 plus games for the first time in his career.
Hey, EJ, you should wear them.
No one is
legs out.
I was gonna bring back EJ's kicks of the week from last week.
Don't do that. Don't swear my kicks of the week.
The Vans Tim boots that he wears to the Barclays
wrestling.
Yep. No one wears Van Tim boots. No one's definitely wearing those either.
Nah, I ain't never wearing those. But you know, I like to mix it up, show some new things that are out there for the listeners. You know, I could go with various difference of dunks and Jordans and things like that. But when I see something new and different, I liked it. But we didn't put the Pelicans. We didn't talk too much about the Pelicans in the playoffs. So I wanted to throw Zion some love, even though
who.
What is your deal with Zion? You don't like Zion?
I'm not familiar with halftime NBA.
Yo, I literally was just talking to somebody. I'll be like, yo, Zion gotta legitimately, he gotta play. Like, if he plays, yes. But if he get hurt, it's kind of hard for me to take him seriously. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's played 50 plus games this year. So,
there's 82 games in the season. He said he played 50 plus this season. That's an accomplishment. That's like a 30 game difference.
If he plays 15 more, then he's playing the amount that you can do it to win an award.
I know the Pelicans will not roll the dice like that.
What award he winning?
I'm not saying he's winning an award. I'm just giving you the increments of playing time. Like, if he plays 60 plus games this year, it's that's the first time in his career. But like, don't say that 50 something games right now is not a lot of games. It is a lot of games to have played right at this point in time. Why are you laughing?
Because it's just funny that we celebrate like Zion made it to 50 plus games. Congratulations.
He was supposed to be. I mean, he was supposed to be the man. So
he was supposed to be.
He got his sneakers out there. They're dropping. Again, I would never wear them, but I wanted to give the listener something different from what we normally give them.
So before I give you my trivia, side note about Zion, I knew it was going to be a bad omen for this man because his very first game that he played in the NBA, I saw him on the bike. He was out there just on the little training bike, and I said, "This ain't good." This is the very first game. He already on the training bike. This ain't good. Just want to put that out there.
Hold on.
I don't want any player to be hurt all the time, man. So I like to see him succeed, see what he does.
I feel you.
Wait, where were we when we had that conversation? We were watching something.
We were watching
watching some football game.
The Texans. It was the Texas game.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yes, because it was
Will Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Backstory for our listeners. EJ Fields, anytime you see an athlete on the bike
before the game,
before even during,
this was
during the game, it's a bad omen, and that's it. It's a wrap for them. Don't even put your money on it. They done. So
proof in the pudding. Okay. That's just a tidbit for you bettors out there. If you see your boy on the training bike, don't do it. But I got a little trivia for you guys today. Name the player all time that has
Irving.
Okay. I didn't finish it. That has led their team. They were the leader in their teams in points, assists, and rebounds the most times for their individual franchise.
And
history. Points, rebounds, and assists in the NBA. In the all-time history of basketball.
Of their franchise.
Of their
franchise. Yeah, of their franchise. Actually, scratch that. Not even of their franchise. Of all time on their team. So whatever team they were on, they literally led their team in points, rebound, and assists the most times being a part of a team.
I mean, the most logical guess right now would probably be Joker. Just because of what he's done over the last. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll be up there, but I mean, LeBron would be the next one since he's been in the league the longest at this point in time with the sheer amount of years he's put in with points, rebounds, and assists. I mean, that would be an obvious answer, but I'm going to go with Joker.
Go with Joker?
I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with him.
What about you, Twist?
But it's in the history, right? So
in the entirety of the NBA.
History.
The history of the NBA.
But, I mean, he's talking, you said points, rebounds, assists.
Points, rebounds, and assists. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you would think LeBron, because he's played the longest.
True.
But, I mean, he hasn't stayed on I think if he would have stayed on one franchise. then
well, so it's just not just one franchise. It's just whatever team that you're on. You have been the person that has led your team in points, rebounds, and assists. So as a player, whatever team you've been on, you have led that team in points, rebounds, and assists the most ever in NBA history.
Oh, so most ever leading your team for that year.
Yeah. Points, rebounds, and assists.
Right. So like, let's just say 10 seasons that you've played in the league. All 10 seasons, you've led the team that you played on those 10 seasons each time.
Exactly.
In each one of those categories. Okay. Yeah. I get what you're saying now.
All right. I'm gonna go with Joker still, man.
I mean, LeBron is a good answer. But I feel like that's too obvious. Dang, I want to find a good rebounding point guard. It's gonna lead you.
Go with your gut, Twiz. Who you think it is?
You know he gonna try and get you to say Kyrie Irving.
Well, the other one I thought the name that came to my mind right away was Larry Bird, but then that was the answer last week. So I don't know if he's gonna go Larry Bird twice.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Then I mean you could go Magic because he was leading his team. You know,
that's a good one. That's a good one, actually. Yeah.
But I still like my Joker pick, so I'm gonna stick with that one.
I'll take Jason's assist on this and go with Magic.
Jason actually had it right. It was the Joker. 6 times he's led his team in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yep. I just felt it just seemed too obvious. I mean, he's just been dominating like crazy lately.
So think about that from a player position. You know, for you, every time, you know, you are your team's best player, essentially. But not only that, you're the best distributor. You know, you're the best scorer. You get the most possession.
Boring. Oh my gosh. He's like watching you play. So. It's like watching EJ play basketball.
Yo, you can't hate on a productive.
Yeah,
thing.
Well, no, you don't do all that. I'm just talking about the style. It's just boring.
Basketball finds where it's supposed to go. When it's
I'm just saying the style is
EJ
boring.
Plays.
Well, EJ's just boring altogether. Well, but I'm saying the style. It's just like, you know, I look
up that video. Do you remember that video I sent in the group chat? That is like, I'm gonna tell my kids it's EJ and he's throwing up bricks. What's the guy?
You know what? You know what we're gonna do, listeners? I'm gonna get out there on the court. I'm gonna have them filming. Next time I come down there, I'll probably hit like the first 5, and I'll just stop. You know, this is a show. This is a show that they just.
He'll probably end up on crutches or something right afterwards.
Anyways, hey, all I know is
you want to tell a little. Hey, you know what? How about next time you come down here, you practice your karate. You show us a karate move.
All I know is I'm Dolphin the Miami Heat till I DIE. I don't know about the other two in this podcast.
Weren't you a karate kid? I feel like that's what you should show the listeners. You should give them what they want. Show us your karate moves.
Jimmy's a Jazz fan as long as they're in Jacksonville, and then Jason, he's a fan as long as they're in close proximity. That's what I've learned from today's podcast.
Yeah, we learned you go watch anybody. You know, the Knicks, the Nets. It don't matter. You just.
I'm just a basketball.
You just like whoever's around.
I'm a basketball fan, but you know.
No, you just like whoever's around.
Didn't
you start off talking about how you like Jalen Brunson?
See, now you're just
this show about that. So it is. But you know what, guys? It's been a great night. It's been another great show.
Just talks.
Next week we gonna make sure that we got EJ's intro music ready for you guys. But once again, thanks for listening to Kicks, Cleats, and Athletes.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. What is wrong with you two? Every time I come on here, shenanigans between you two.
Just saying. Hold on. Hold on.
I forgot to do this. Just realized.
There we go.